All right. Close your eyes, my angels. So I dare you for the next 30 minutes to keep those wonderful eyes closed. Oh my goodness, I miss Alina so much. I finally get to see her. And she's next to her mama, and I hope that she gets to meditate with us. Cause now I dream about you. It doesn't even make sense why I think about you. It was only one night, only that time, and it's not my style to be caught up in the middle like this. Cause now I dream about you. Our feet are on the pillow. I was probably too drunk or the box. But I've got the image of you. Make sure wherever your feet are that you can feel your heels. And it could fade away. Let's all do a little scope of our body. Where is our navel? Our navel is on the ground. Our navel is living on the ground right now. Now, some of you have an arch. So just try to relax your arch. Try to relax everything. Now, sometimes when you have a little bit of a boost under your feet, it helps to keep the back a little flatter. So let's practice one thing right now. If I teeter-totter side to side, guess what I'm doing the whole time? Okay, so come back to the middle and let's talk about one thing, okay? I hate when the mat touches my skin, guys, sorry. Let's talk about one thing before we begin, okay? So we're gonna talk about how you move things, okay? So right now, our solar and sacral plexus area. That is, let's all pretend our navel is its own entity, okay? So we have our navel, and then our navel is gonna have a little circle around it. Now the circle around our navel goes all the way to the bottom of our rib cage and all the way to the point of where we pee from. So wherever we pee from is now involved in this. So what I want you to do is hold your pee a few times and then let it go. Hold your pee, let it go. So when we all hold our pee, we all hold our pee the same way. We pull in where we pee from, right? So I want you to try to pull that in and involve the navel with it, not your Uranus. Trying to be like, not there. It's the front, okay? So, so when you're, stop it, Candace. I can't look at my best friend and say that Uranus. I can't. Uranus. How do you guys say it? Uranus? No, we say Uranus. So basically, your anus is not involved. It is the tops. So let's inhale through the nose. Grab where you pee from first, hold your pee, and then pull your navel and that round area of the navel into the center. And imagine that there's a meeting place where you hold your pee and your navel where they meet. So if I exhale and I push down, right now my stomach is all the way in, and then I can gently let it go. But what happens to your lower back when you do that? Nothing. Your back should stay on the ground. So let's practice again. Take a deep inhale. Hold your breath. Ready? Hold your pee-pee, pull it in, find your navel, inner navel, suck it into the ground, and breathe out. Now, very slowly, we're gonna lift our head off the ground. But how do we do that? From our core. I didn't lift my head off the ground by pulling my head up. If I let go, my head won't go down. I'm protecting my big head because our head is heavy. And then my navel and tailbone are still on the ground. Then I relax back down, open my arms, and let everything go. Inhale. As I gather my pee-pee and pull everything in, that's my holding my breath. And then my exhale is me lifting it up from where I'm pulling in. Kegel muscles. So we breathe out the whole way. Even when I go back down, I could just kind of pull my navel in. I'm gonna come down, I'm gonna relax my breath. Inhale again. Hold your breath, gather your pee, hold your pee, hold your pee, hold your pee. Smush the low belly into the earth and fold. So you're taking your rib cage to the ground. My hips are on the ground. Now what are our feet doing? Since our feet are on a pillow, I can push down on it. So imagine if my heels were pulling me forward and then I go back. So my tailbone does not leave the ground. My lower back does not leave the ground. Come back down for a second. Now watch. When I teeter-totter, this entire teeter-totter is happening from internal. So if I'm to my left or right, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna pull my stomach in and then gently let it go. Every time. Do you notice how my knees are below my hips so I can suck my navel? So even when our knees go sideways, we still center things. We still pull the belly back to the center. Don't make it so big. Make it little moves just to practice. Right now, my stomach is the only thing working. My stomach is pulling in. My stomach is pulling in. My stomach is pulling in. Okay, ready? Inhale to the center. Exhale. Bring it down. A little teeter-totter. This is also going to massage a lot of these little, it's almost like scar tissue builds up around our lower backs, especially around your hips. So if you feel like a little ball of massage when you do this little side to side, always remember that your stomach needs to be in. Anytime I move my legs, my stomach in. Anytime I pick up my legs, my stomach is in. If I open, my stomach is in. So let's practice all of those right now. 1, where is your feet? On the floor. Where is your knees? Below the hips. Ready? How do I extend my legs? We did that earlier. Remember, we used our quads, but now we're gonna use our core. So we're gonna take a deep inhale. When you're ready to hold your pee, gather your belly. Hold, hold, hold. Extend from the stomach. The stomach brings it down, and then I release. Inhale. As I hold my breath, I'm sucking in to lengthen the opposite. So right now it feels like a heavy weight sitting on my pelvis. Every time I lift my leg, don't do 2 unless you've been practicing with me, but this is hard because I'm only lifting by pushing in and pulling in, pushing my back and sucking in where I pee. So for 20 seconds, all I'm doing is lengthening. And I'm telling you guys something, I have a 6-pack and I don't even do cores. Very little core exercises I've been doing in this last month. I literally am ripped. I have no idea how that happened. I was like, hey girl, how you doing? I was changing my shirt and I looked at my stomach and I was like, oh, hi. So they work, they work because you're pulling in constantly without even thinking about it. And you guys, I'm 52 and like my daughter reminded me my birthday's coming. I was like, thanks, bitch. I'm turning 52 and last year they asked me, Shape Magazine asked me if I would do a spread for them. And this year I said yes. So my goal is that I do the best spread for representing 50-year-old women, that we can show the world it's not about being perfect. It's about showing them like, hey, we're still here and we're still healthy. We can go through menopause and come out of it. I literally had 10 years of night sweats, 10 years of literally being at parties and having to run out of there because I just looked like a Chia Pet bubble. You know, like I used to go to people's homes and say, do you have a blow dryer? Do you have a blow dryer here? I need to blow dry myself. I'm not joking. This is, and I'm telling you, women will not tell you this because they think they feel old. All women in Malibu act like they're not going through menopause. They're like, oh, not me. And then they pump up with drugs, hormones, everything. Your body has to do it. It's natural. Let everything naturally do what it's supposed to do. Now, if you're on hormones, that's fine. You do you. I just don't take pills. My body is my pill. I don't take anything. And yes, an OBGYN tried to get me to do it, and I said no. We're still practicing. Ready, guys? Inhale. Exhale, pull up. Now this time when I come up here, I'm gonna stay here for a moment. I'm gonna take one hand at a time, hold the back of my legs, and I'm gonna see if I can bring myself a little higher from here. Chin in, so you're protecting your neck, getting a little, now watch, from here I'm gonna hold everything. Suffering, 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 hold, and then I let it go. Now, once I let go, my feet are on here, right? So remember, we're gonna tighten those two butts. Remember those balls under your butt? Now I'm gonna put balls under your knees. So balls under the butt, tight. Balls under the knees, squish, and then lift. See, if I use my legs to lift my butt, it will give me the muscles I want. When I get here, where am I? I should be on my shoulder blades. And then I'm gonna bring it back down. What am I bringing back down? My navel. So inhale and suck that navel to the ground. As soon as your navel hits the ground, you'll notice that the tailbone, the butt, everything melts. Then I'm gonna take a deep inhale again. Before I lift, I'm gonna find my sit bones. I'm gonna squish my legs, and then all four corners of my feet will lift up. I'm gonna get all the way to the top. I'm gonna find my shoulder blades, and only if you can, one heel at a time, but the entire foot's on the ground, on the pillow. Push down on it. You don't have to do these, it's optional. Just being up there is hard. And then what do? I inhale first, and I bring my navel down. Navel, tailbone. Now watch, inhale, and I want you to do the same tightening you did before, but thighs behind here. I'm gonna open my inner thighs. Isn't that cool how you can open your inner thighs by squishing your butt? Now where's my navel gonna be? On the ground. Inhale. How am I gonna lift these up? Push my navel into the ground, push my back into the ground, effortless. Inhale. Tighten your butt, hamstrings, lift. Now I want you to keep that tightness, ready? Just drop the butt now, butt. So when you drop it, it's your tailbone, notice? Tailbone drops, right? Suck that navel. Now cymatics is about moving the energy, right? Inhale. Actually, inhale down. Exhale up. Don't forget to tighten the hamstrings and tighten that butt. Ready, set, let's go for 30 seconds. Every time you lift, exhale. Every time you lift, exhale. Now I'm exaggerating my inner sacral. Remember I told you our belly button has its own life? I'm actually using my navel to bring me down, my butt and legs up. Navel, butt and legs, navel. Slow it down if it's too much. Now I'm gonna add more to this. I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna stay for a moment. Elbows, look at my elbow. Elbows are in. And if I go behind me, my elbows are pointing up. Ooh, my legs are on mo fire, mo fire, mo fire. Where am I here now? I wanna feel my shoulder blades. Where's the back of my head? I wanna feel it. Lengthen your armpits. When I come back down, I'm gonna drop my elbow, I'm gonna drop my butt. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Take the arms back. 1, 2, free the armpits. 3, 4, bring it down. Now, remember how we lifted the legs? 1, don't do it unless you tighten it. Tighten it, tighten it. Which one tightens? The one that stays on the ground. What about the ones that are more advanced? We go here. Where's my tailbone? On the ground. Where's my navel? On the ground. Where's my rib cage? On the ground. Hi, kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Mommy, I'm going to be a godmother again. Marisol, congratulations. Good job, Marisol, my angel girl. Look at you guys, good work. You guys, oh my goodness, Alina's growing up. Oh geez, Louise. She's growing up. Oh my goodness sakes. Is she on her iPhone? Oh my God, that reminds me of Isabella, I swear. Isabella was a genius with the, you guys, when my daughter was born in '07, by the time she was 2, she knew how to use all the phones, all my iPhone, my iPad. They're professionals. Don't be surprised if right now she's like doing espionage. She's like undercover spy. And remember how she had no hair? Now her hair is growing. Welcome to the best hair girl in the world, coming soon. Alina. Alina's gonna have a friend because my godson and his wife and his kids, or his daughter is moving here. So I'm gonna have a child because my godson's wife wants to work. And because I work from home, I offered my services to her as a free nanny. So I get to be a nanny soon. I mean, how am I gonna be with a baby on lives? I have no idea. Well, we'll see how that goes. I might call the mom and be like, maybe you shouldn't work. Maybe you should come back and get your kid. We'll see how it works. Oh God, Ulf heard that. Oh yeah, you are. Because when I work, you'll be watching her. Let's do a couple more, guys. Let's do a few more of these. I know you like these. These are so good. You know why we like this kind of stuff? Because it feels like our belly is going in. We love that. Okay, guys, let's all sit up again for me for a second. How do we stand up? Remember how we stand up? We go to the side and we lift our butts and then we round up. Okay, come on up. How do I bend down to pick up something? From my butt. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, she's so cute. Oh Lord, she's getting cuter and cuter. She's like, I told you one day she'll be doing our workouts with us. Okay, if you have your pillow, stick it in between your knees, guys. Vanessa, I would quit my job and take care of my grandbaby. I know. I wish I could quit. I've quit so many jobs that I better not quit anymore. I have nothing left if I keep quitting. I just want to help them. So when we stick something in between our knees, you know what it kind of helps us do? Stay a little square. I'm going to stay a little square. Okay, I'm going to turn to my side. Okay. So once you feel that kind of a squareness, I want you guys to know that we're gonna start bending forward, okay? But I wanna show you something. So when I bend forward, first let's stand straight. What does standing straight feel like to you? Is it like this? Is it like that? Standing straight, my thumbs and my index fingers should not touch me. So if I go like this, and any part of my thumb or my index finger touches, I'm not standing straight. So how do I work on that? I take my shoulders up, back, clasp, elongate the arms through the arms. So once I feel my arms straight, I can let it go. And that's me standing straight. So really you can't see your feet. Now, the navel that I've been talking to you about is still, the string in my navel is still here. So I'm gonna hinge forward, but I don't wanna feel my feet differently. So if I start to come a little forward, I wanna feel my toes and my heels even. So I'm gonna go a little bit more, but I'm pulling my navel in. I'm not arching, I'm not sticking my butt out. There's still little balls in. I'm just trying to keep a flat back. Don't lock the knees. And once I feel like my bra strap can close. Now, some of you may want to put your forehead on a chair or on a table. That helps to put it on the table. It keeps you right here. So if you had a table or anything, you put your forehead on it. But see, don't hyperextend the knees. Try to push through the butt. So let's bend. Okay, look. Like this, right? So if I want to bend my knees, do I go like that? No, I bend my knees from my butt. So I have a slight bend in my knees. Oops. A slight bend in my knees. So I can hold here. Now let's come back up through the navel. Stand straight, find all four corners of your feet. Let's close the back, internalize it. The same way you internalize here, you can internalize your back. Don't squish it, tighten it, tighten it. What? Tighten it. Now I want you to pull the shoulders back. Watch me first, okay? When I tip over, I feel all four corners of my feet. I'm tipping from my stomach. My bra strap is now my second belly. It's holding me tight when I get all as far as I can go without locking my knees in my butt. I'm gonna reach my hands forward, but look, it's from my shoulder blades. Shoulder blades have to go down my back. And then I come back, and then my bra strap and my butt and my stomach brings me back. Nothing feels like I'm on my toes. I'm on all four corners. Ulf, can you turn off that TV thing, please? Distractions. Whew. Man, it feels like you're holding a tray on your back and you have to pull your arms forward while the tray is there. So you're tightening your back the whole time. Twenty more seconds. Good work, guys. Oh my goodness, of course, 11:11. Right when I looked. It's just not one day I can't get away from those numbers. Not one day. Let's do 4 more, guys. You can always take a break because if you're doing these right, it is not going to feel good. This last one, we're gonna hold and we're gonna do 8. Bend your knees so you're like sitting back. Get those bra straps to work. Stomach, tighten those shoulder blades. Now we're gonna dive in through the navel. And we're gonna come back through the navel. Slight bend in our knees the whole time. Maria. Four more. Good job, guys. I'm really impressed by all of you in this WebEx room. Such growth. Such growth. Like, amazing. I'm literally looking at Holly, and in the last like 4 or 5 months, it's like her body just went shift. Shift. Let's hang upside down. Again, if you bend your knees slightly, it will always help you. Suck your navel in. If you have high blood pressure, don't stay upside down for more than like 20 seconds at a time. It's too much for high blood pressure. So high blood pressure, going upside down, just, come back up and then do it again. But if it one time might be enough. And I hope to change that high blood pressure of yours. And how do we come up? We roll up. I know, I was trying to ask you to turn that off. You guys, in this room so far, I cannot tell you how many electronics have come on by itself. I don't know. It's me. I know, it's me whenever I come into the electricity room. I know Jenny was hearing you earlier. All right, we're on our backs again. Angels, remember that little block that you had? Well, I don't have mine anymore, but if you still have your pillow, we're gonna go ahead and put it behind your right hamstring. Thank you, Mr. Olf. Remember Bond Mouse calls you Mr. Olf. She's so cute. Okay, guys, you ready? So look at Alina. Your lower back's on the ground. You're gonna put the block behind the back of your knee. Don't force your knee to straighten, even if it's like this. Just put it there. Now, this extending, if your knees are like this, it will go against you. But if you keep it flat and you just work on finding the stretch from the butt to the heel, from the heel to the butt. Now, some of you can hold. Some of you could put the towel all the way on the ball of the foot, like if you wrapped it and you held the towel like so. Now again, the two balls of our bones of our back on the floor, guys, on the floor. Now, because I'm pretty flexible, I'll extend mine. But again, if you have an extra pillow and you want to put it underneath, you can. Like that. But here's where we're going to do the flattening again. Okay? Like a roll. So if I have my leg here, I can feel almost to the tip of my butt, right? So if I want to bring this leg more and more towards me, I have to roll it. I don't go, I have to feel it. So I have to feel the stretch from here. From here, here, here. Why would I bring it any closer if I still feel tight here and if there's a bend in my knee? My goal is to get that bent out by straightening it and flexing it and holding it. I want you guys to know that I internalize my workouts a lot. So some of you might just be here. I'm like here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm everywhere. I don't see myself as only doing this. I'm head to toe in. And now I'm going to transition it. So take the towel off and transition it. Hook it up. Keep the lower back flat. Our goal is to find it. Just holding that towel, don't over pull. Tighten your stomach, and remember, you're trying to lengthen it. Internalize it, guys. Right now, you're getting it warmed up and ready to move. Ready? Let go of the towel. Bring your feet down. Put the towel behind the back of your knees and hold on to it. We're gonna do little taps, right? But if I tap, I want you to know that my rib cage is on the ground, my navel is on the ground, my core is on the ground. So if I'm holding that towel, I can gently, gently go down slowly, but where's my navel? On the ground. Rib cage on the ground. Do it slow. Watch. If I had 2 books on my shins, I would have to go a little further and then touch. That way my back stays on the ground. For more advanced, you can put that pillow in between, but see, I have to stay narrow. Good work, guys. Keep going. I'm gonna act like I have my towel in my hand. Now grab that towel and pull it in. See if we can lift our tailbone. We're gonna hold our pee-pee to go back. As soon as my tailbone goes down, I gotta hold my pee. So I want you to start breathing, okay, guys? When you inhale, you're pushing away. When you exhale, you're pulling in. So my inhale is out. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Yank it in a little bit and suck it out. And if it's too much, just hold that towel and bring it in and move a little side and side, but do it all through the core. Today I'm practicing pulling in. If I go forward, I pull in. If I come back, I pull in. Everything is in. And then hold it in. Hey Siri, off. Hold it in for a good 20 seconds. Jessica, you can do this in a chair. Yes, sit on a chair, and just cross one leg over the other, and then take it back off, and then cross the other one, and do it all from the core. I'll do one tomorrow. I'll do the next one with the chairs. Hold that. Just hold it in. 222, Medisol. Hold it in, babies. So today was about teaching you navel. I want you to think about your navel again right now and move the legs left to right, but let them go a little lower so your tailbone touches the floor. As soon as your tailbone touches the floor, start rocking it to the right and left, only where your low belly can control it. Only to where the low belly can control it. Today was all about the low belly, teaching you that even when you're driving in a car and you're a passenger and they're like, just pull it in, pull it in, pull it in. You're gonna go to give something to a child in the back of the car, pull it in, pull it in. The problem is that we reach from all of our joints and that's how we get hurt. So Jessica in the chair. Sit in the chair, sit all the way back, and use your core. So you're kind of sitting like this, and then you're just sliding it off. You're trying to use your core. It also feels good to feel a stretch. Yes, exactly, Anna. Put your back exactly on that chair. It's gonna feel good too, because you're learning how to do things right. I took a picture of myself and posted it on Instagram yesterday to show you that sitting straight actually creates the belly we want. Another thing I wanted to show Jessica, whoever's on the chair, is you can also twist. Look, if I go gently, just take myself off the back of a chair for a second, because I want to practice sitting straight, right? So if I twisted gently, remember that your butt stays on. So in a twist, it's like this. My twist, it's always better to turn your head gently, and then your shoulders, and then your waist. And you'll feel like you can't go. You can only go to a certain amount. But my navel brings me back. And that's what they're doing on the floor right now. They're twisting. I have a question. When you bend, yes, bend your knees, but Angel, bend your knees and go forward to the point where your tailbone stays down. You know, another thing, Angel, you don't have to touch the ground. You can touch the block. Sometimes going too far down is what lifts this off. But if you go like this, see this? So my navel, my stomach is on the ground. So if I go about right here, and then I just tuck, right? Now I don't have to touch. I can just go a little bit and come back. If I went to the side, I always bring it back to the middle. So anything I do to the sides, I always think of my pelvis and I go, pull it back. Suck, 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 suck it in. If I tap to the front, my pelvis stays down. It's almost like you have to lift your gift. See this? I suck my navel to the ground. This is me sucking my navel to the ground. This is me sucking my navel to the ground. Everything I pretty much do, I do through my navel. This is even me pulling my navel to the ground. Everything we do is pulling the navel to the ground. New scam? New scam. Of course, Jessica, I'm here for you. And you guys, whenever you're ready. Have you called me on my work phone yet? Who is this? This is me, Haruko, the Japanese girl who you used to work with, remember? I think you may have the wrong number. Who are you looking for? Aren't you Valeria from LA? Wait, I'm sure you'll recall upon seeing my picture. It's me, not Valeria. So you definitely have the wrong number. Oh, I'm really sorry for my fault. Maybe, sorry for my fault. That's where you messed up. No worries. Thanks, kindness. Looks great on you. Anyway, nice to meet you here. I'm Haruko. I love it. That's the new scam. All right, my friends. We went way over our 30 minutes, of course. Of course we did. This would not be a Netta class if we didn't do the over 30 minutes. I could read up there too. All right, my loves.